Welcome, everybody. Coming from beautiful Palm Springs, California in the winter where it's chilly but sunny, which fits in with my theme for the day. If you want to start standing, we'll get right into class. And I'm going to move a little bit and warm up, and then we'll sit down and stretch out. So, good idea. We'll start in a mountain pose first. Ground ourselves. So your feet are under your hips. Heels are kicked out just a little bit. So the outside edges of your feet are parallel, and you feel pigeon-toed, but it protects your knees. Also gives you a better posture, a little more ease on your low back, pelvis forward, shoulders back down the back of your body, shoulder blades getting close, heart is open. Let's just open our hands forward for receiving. Close your eyes if you like. And we come into our urban experience where we hear maybe some traffic and some noise around us, but we'll stay focused on your mat, on yourself. And let's everyone take your right hand and put it over your heart. I want to talk about heart light today. And heart light because we have so many festivals and traditions and belief systems around light this time of year. We've got Hanukkah and Christmas and Kwanzaa, all centered around light and love. Sometimes we practice our yoga so that we can power up our light, so that we can shine when we're not in the studio and shine to others, share of ourselves. It's not unfamiliar to know that all these traditions are about light and candles or stars or guidance, and either you're guiding someone to you or you're using light to follow the way. In Kwanzaa, one of the first principles, the very first principle is the unity of family and community. And that's what we create when we have our yoga class too. The unmistakable thing beyond a belief system or tradition is Solstice, which is 4 days away. And that is truly the earth telling us it's the shortest day of the year, the least amount of light, but it's a true turning point because the days start getting longer. It's the time when we plant seeds, plant intentions so that it can grow into the next season. So it's a very important season, solstice. So think about how you share your light and your love and all these traditions from your heart space. Let's release that right hand down to your side. Gently let your eyes open, center your eyes open. And I want to start with Kundalini breath and then a retention breath. So if you're unfamiliar with Kundalini breath, you pull in your belly button very sharply to exhale and then just release and the air rushes in. It's in and out of the nose. And it looks like, so you're familiar? We'll do about 20 or 30 of those. If you get lightheaded, stop. It's a free high, but stop. We don't want you falling over and fainting. And then we will inhale up and do a retention and do that maybe 3 times. We'll see how we do. If anyone falls over, I'll cut it down to 2. Let's see, ready? In and out of the nose, pull in the belly button, ready? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up your hands. Maybe your thumbs touch. Inhale deeply. Inhale more. Pull in the diaphragm, up and high. Looking up. Swallow if you need to. Hands down the heart line, gently exhale. One more time, hands at your side. Really get rid of that stagnant air, pulling in the belly button sharply. And then we're going to fill up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, thumbs together, look up. Suck some more air in like you're sucking through a straw. Shoulders up and high, so we have big, long side rib cage. Hands in prayer position down the heart line, gently exhale. Feeling a little bit of heat. We're building heat with that. One more time. It's also called skull shining. So if you feel a little shining happening, that's the oxygen. Ready? Shoulders relaxed, shoulders back. Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale up. Thumbs together, lots of air. Suck some more in like through a straw. And retain, swallow if you need to. Shoulders up high, reaching to the sky, reaching to the stars, the sun, the cosmos, looking up. And hands in prayer, gently exhale. Let's rest our thumbs at our chest plate here and close your eyes for a moment. Sense the energy you just created. Opening your eyes gently, bending our knees nice and deep. We're going into ski lift here, right? Hands behind our back, shoulder blades together, really close, opening your heart space. And now swinging the arms up over by the ears. We're warming up those thighs. You feel it? Strong, straight arms, smiles, all of the above, hands behind you. Good morning. Number 2. Anyone's thighs warming up? Yes? No? Yeah? Maybe? I told you we'll warm up a little bit, then we'll sit down. One more time, number 3. And let's slowly straighten our legs up. A little back bend. Hands down the heart line. Beautiful. Let's step as wide as your mat, not quite off your mat. Again, you're kicking your heels out, bending your knees. Is that better? Are you guys hearing in the back? I can speak a little louder. I got it. Bending your knees, heels are kicked out again, remember? So your knees kind of turn in to protect. Let's plant the right forearm and reach up with the left and straighten that left leg. Looking up. Bending that left leg, arm down. Other side, reach up, and then straighten the right leg. All that weight on one side. Right arm down, left arm up, left leg straight. Look up. Gets the hips and the back of the legs, hamstring area. Let's come back to center. Last time. Right arm down, left arm up, left leg straight. Looking up. Let's bend both knees. Come to standing. Now you can kick your toes out and your heels in for sunflower. Another breath kind of exercise, but we get our lower body really warmed up. So you exhale twice as your arms cross and then stand up. And the challenge is to cross the other arm in front of the other every other time. Get your brain out of the way, just let it happen. Looking up nice and tall when you stand up, reaching. I'm getting warm. Yeah. Last time when you're up, 5-pointed star. Turn your heels out, nice and wide. Hands on the hips, shoulder blades together, elbows very close. Can you just bend at the waist? Halfway down. If the backs of your legs are still kind of tight, micro bend your knees. That's okay. Can you reach the ground? If not, maybe you go a little wider or turn sideways on your mat if you don't want your feet on the wet grass. And just bend one knee at a time. Side to side, little gentle lunges. Straightening one leg, bending the other, vice versa. If you want to get all Spider-Man about it, you keep that leg bent and slide across low, back and forth, without straightening the opposite side. And let's all straighten our legs. Planting the right hand in front of you, under your face, left hand up, reaching up, twist. Feel that seesaw happening in your pelvis, the inner groin. Take your mind's eye to that pelvis region. And when we drop this right hand or left hand down, see the tipping that's happening. And you open the other inner groin. Try to bring the weight back to your heels. Right hand down. Legs are straight as possible. Left hand down. And both hands down. Bring your feet in, heel toe a little bit closer, and let's just squat down. Malasana. Maybe you bring your hands in prayer position, elbows inside the knees. We're going to go into seated right after this. So if this is not in your practice, take your seat. You know your body better than I. Well, I know some of your bodies because we've been practicing together for quite a while. A lot of people sit and talk about important things this way. We sit in chairs. The rest of the world, a lot of the world does this, right? So now you want to gently protect yourself and sit your bottom down. Sit in an easy seated pose. Take a moment. Maybe close your eyes. And let's inhale our hands up to the side, looking up. And exhale down, tucking the chin. Inhale up, straight, tall back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next time we'll leave our hands up, drop the right hand behind you at your hip. Twist off. Looking over the right shoulder. Take your eyes with it. Breathing through the low belly. Maybe as you exhale, you pulse a little bit more to the right. Inhale that left hand up. Let's place it right behind your hips. Arching the back. Let your light shine. Head all the way back if your neck can handle it. If not, you tuck your chin right against the clavicles. You can still bring your shoulder blades together and open your heart with the chin down. And release the right hand up and turning off. Chin follows all the way to the right. Right hand up. Place the hand right behind your hips. One more time. Chest open. Maybe you're up on fingertips. You can get nice and high and really get a nice arch going. And maybe you bend your elbows even. Release the left hand, crossing over. Take your chin and turn it only to the right. Now pull that, left. And now pull that right shoulder back. Chin a little bit further to the left, sitting up nice and straight. Look all very regal and important. Turning the chin back. Releasing the left hand. We'll release the left hand and come up right away to the other side. Plant yourself. Get that twist to the left. Nice and strongly, pulling that left shoulder blade back. And then turning the chin to the right. Sitting up nice and straight. You've got your heart side open. Let your heart light pour out to the group. And chin back to the left. Release. Both hands up over your head in prayer position down your heart line. And we just fall forward. Let your weight just bring your body forward, opening the backside of your body. Just hang here. Swaying slightly left and right, just a little bit. Loosening up the hips, the thighs, quadriceps. Kidney area is nice and open. Let's come up active onto our fingertips like a ball is under the palms of our hands. Arms are straight and you're pushing the tips into the earth, tips of the fingers into the earth, rolling the hips back. Maybe you pull the belly in. Maybe when you pull the belly in, you exhale fully to see what the opening on the backside can become. And then we march off to the right, staying nice and low. Keeping your breath going. Back towards the center. And glide over to the other side. Very good. Marching back towards the center, walking the hands towards your shins, sitting up straight, arms out to the side, looking up. And let's just drop the right hand off to the side for a side stretch. Dropping the shoulder blade back so you're actually looking up towards the sky, up under your armpit. Inhale up, other side. Once again, dropping that right shoulder blade back. Yeah, like you're almost turning towards the back, but you're really looking up to the sky. Feel that all the way down to the waistline. Maybe you track that right knee down. Inhale up, other side. Now I'll make a bit of a flow out of this, a breath flow. So let's exhale and turn towards your thigh. Drag your hand across your body. Inhale up and look up. Exhale, close down. Inhale, shine your light. Exhale, turn to the thigh. Inhale, reach up, look up. Follow your breath. And the next time your hand is up in the air, we'll leave it up there and we'll come to seated. Back to the other side. Plant yourself, get yourself nice and situated, and then we turn to that leg. Drop down. Inhale up. Exhale towards the leg. Inhale up. Exhale. Follow your breath. If you want to go faster or slower, that's your call. Honor what you like. And next time that right hand is up in the air, we'll leave it up. Come up to meet. And let's fall down on that right forearm. Extend your legs to the side. So you might want to turn if you don't want to be on the grass. Yeah, if you all turn the same way, I can cue you. Perfect. Very good. You're going to have to think opposite or do what you want. I'm going to do the other side anyway. So it's easy, right? So instead of really like collapsing like this, let's try and stay, upright. Bend to that bottom leg. That's going to be our support. And then we're going to shoot the other leg up to the sky. Did you collapse when you did that? Try not to, right? Maybe you've got it behind the knee, maybe you grab the outside of the foot. There's no prize for any of this. It's just about getting your leg up there. Trying to straighten it, flexing that foot, and not collapsing. And we're going to drop that foot down as close to your chest as possible. It's the outside of the thigh here. Going to pull it back up again. Nice and tall. There you go. Number 2, nice and slowly. And a straight flexed foot will give you that action on that hamstring back there, on your gluteus medius here. One more time. You're feeling that? Especially when you flex and straighten. Now let's leave the leg up to the sky here. Bend the knee, slide your hand down the shin, grab your ankle, and kick back. Now we're stretching that quadricep, the psoas, the front of the pelvis, kicking back, shoulder blade on the spine, chest open. That's your heart side. Shine your heart, shine your love, let your light go. And let's release, cross that leg over. We're going to sit up, get that heel out of the way, try and get that left or right hip down. Plant your right hand, your left hand. Oh, wait, you joined him. All right. Ignore me. Wait, I'm on the wrong side. Someone's got to correct me. The left hand. And then reach that leg. There we go. Much better, huh? You're so obedient. You can say no, no, if you want to. Chin off. Trying to get that foot that's crossed over all the way down, big toes and everything, nice and flat. Sitting up nice and straight, making it not a solid, permanent posture, but gentle and flowing. Keep it sort of moving. Be kind to yourself, you know? Let's release and open off to the open side. Unwind, bend over. Nice. Loose spine, right? Flexible spine is what we're after. And then let's release, unwind everything down on the other arm. Bend the lower leg so you've got a little bit of support, and then we're going to shoot that top leg up to the sky. Trying not to collapse. And if that means you grab the back of your thigh or shin with your elbow or whatever it takes, nice and high. Plant yourself. And then let's slowly drop that foot down. And up. Straight leg, flexed foot if you can. You'll get more out of it. Why not get the most out of it? You're here. You came out in the cold. One more time. And up to the sky. Now we bend that leg, slide the hand down the shin, grab your ankle, arch back. Here we go. Open up. And breathe. Enjoy that opposite stretch, the yin and the yang, the counter, right? And we'll bring that leg, cross it over. Push yourself up. Get that heel out from under us if it is. Not too tight. You want it away so you can imagine getting that hip down, because that's our goal, trying to rock that hip down. Right hand behind your hips, left arm grabbing that knee, pulling yourself around. If you want to take your right hand and grab your belly, your breakfast burrito, a little of your rib cage, you can kind of pull it around a little bit, maybe twist a little bit more. And chin all the way to the corner. Trying to plant that right hip down. And let's slowly release to the open side. Hands down. Do a little pretend push-ups here just to kind of keep it loose. Keep it loose. And then sit back up. Let's unravel our legs. Extend in front of us. Hips and thighs should be alive by now. Let's see what a forward fold feels like. Reaching up, flexed feet, reaching up, and just diving towards your feet. Wherever your hands land, on your shins, knees, ankles, feet, your friend's feet, whatever it takes. Maybe you micro bend your knees and flex your feet, but we're really opening the backside, the fold of the witness. And we witness tight backside, tight hamstrings. You got it. And let's release sitting up. Planting your hands at your hips. Let's bend our knees, put our feet down. We're coming into tabletop. Strengthening the shoulders. Strengthening your quads. Can you shoot your right leg up to the sky? Circling that foot. I used to say circling the ankle, but that's not what we're doing. That's a whole other move. Right leg down, left leg up. Circling the foot. Other direction. Foot down. Beautiful. Let's see what a boat feels like today. If you've got a shoe or a block or something you want to prop behind you, feel free. Just see what a boat feels like today. One leg at a time. You're engaging the belly. Your thighs are warmed up, hopefully. Shoulders are back. Shaking is allowed. It's actually expected, really, your feet. If you want to release your hands, if you want to play with straightening one or the other, whatever works. Smile. It's not an easy posture. Hands up, hands down, hands up, hands down, hands up. Can you touch your toes? Maybe not. Let's do it a second time. Now you know it's coming. So now your brain's not in the way. And you can play with just one at a time. Maybe you want to straighten one leg and see what that feels like while you're supporting the other. Find whatever works for you. It's like tree pose. There's so many levels and so many options. Maybe you just want to play. Hands up, down, up, down. Here we go. Don't let your mind get in the way. See if you can get your feet. Nice forward fold. Shimmy and shake the shoulders. You got it. Let's pull the right foot in. And maybe cross it on top of just above your knee. Is that okay for everybody? Get your flesh behind you. Flexing that foot, flexing that foot. Reach up. We're just going to do a single-legged forward fold, straight forward, down onto that leg. Hands again, they land wherever they land. Maybe your right hand goes on your knee a little bit, not to torque it, but just to kind of, this is sort of a reclining pigeon posture where you're trying to open up the hip a little. And with this elevated foot, you have a lot more resistance. So maybe you can go a little bit somewhere you haven't gone before. Trying to relax, trying to let go of the back of the long leg or the hip part that's resisting. Try to disengage your hip muscle. And let's gently sit up. Bring that foot across. A little bit different kind of twist with the long leg. Grab the shoulder or grab the left arm across. Twist. And coming forward, bring that foot just to the other side. This is staff position. So your left hand is planted. Your right arm comes in front. Maybe you just grab the ankle. Maybe you turn it under a little. Sitting up straight. Staff position. If you're super loosey-goosey, you can get your hands behind your back. Maybe. Or think about it. Sitting up nice and straight. And relax. Let's try the other leg. Left foot across the knee, just above the knee, or somewhere higher. If you want to go higher, it's up to you. I like it a little bit more like squared off, personally. Seats behind you, reaching up, flexed feet, and just dive forward over that right long leg. Maybe you take your left hand onto the knee, guide it down, not really shoving on it, That wouldn't be a good yogic term. Once again, try and find something that's resisting and see if you can send a little light energy there, a little bit of release. It's your body. And let's sit up slowly, crossing that foot over. Left hand placed, right arm grabbing, twisting first, off. Once again, keeping the spine loosey-goosey. Chin to the left. And let's release coming forward. Swap that foot to the other side of the leg. Staff position here. So the right hand is planted. Left arm comes inside. Maybe you wrap under, but you're pushing against that knee to try and twist your spine around. Nice and tall. Yeah. Flexed foot on that long leg. Yeah. Big difference. And let's release. Come forward. Extend both legs. Forward fold. See if something's changed. Shimmy and shake the shoulders. Drop your head all the way down. Let's come back. Put our soles of our feet together. Widening. Maybe your thumbs go on your soles and you sort of peel open that good old classic novel. Sitting up straight. Balance a little bit. And let's cross our legs and roll over onto all fours. For cat and cow, so our wrists are under our shoulders, our thumbs are towards each other. The fingers are really spread wide. Everything, the shins, the top of the feet are on the earth, knees are under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, chin and chest up. Exhale, round. Inhale, chin and chest up. Exhale, round. Tuck everything. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulders high. Exhale, round. Inhale, chin and chest up. One more time for your rounding, tucking everything in. And come to our flat back. Planting the left hand, right hand comes forward. Left hand back, left foot back. Spinal balance. If you can get your left hand back here in this position, that's fun too. Good luck. And release. Right hand forward. Or other hand, sorry, left hand. So I'm not mirroring you anymore. I got to get my brain back. But you knew, there you are. Toes are pointed down, kneecap down, like the inner thigh is curling inward and upward. Release. Other side, we'll build on a little bit. If you like to join us, we're going to curl and round and tap your hand on your knee and tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. While you stay extended, drop the hand down, but cross the leg over. Keeping the toes curled under. Push your weight back onto that heel. Stretch that Achilles, chin up to the right. See if you can see that ankle. Feel that stretch all the way up the left waistline, the left side rib cage. And then just drop that knee down where it is so your legs are crossed. Separate your ankles, leaving the hands where they are. Just sink your hips back. Open up that right kidney, that left kidney, I mean. And relax. Let it go. One of my favorite postures. And let's inhale forward, unwind. Try and do all that to the other side. Left hand forward, right foot back. Plant yourself. Everything on the earth is your support. Exhale, round, attach your hand to your kneecap. Tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Extend. That right hand is pushing you up high, round. Extend. Let's do one more. Extend, leaving extension happening. Did we reach back and grab the ankle last time? Maybe not. Let's try it here. Now we're definitely lopsided. If we weren't already. Slowly release. Left hand down, but the leg is going to cross over. Toes curled under. Kick your heel back. Chin to the right. Looking, oh no, I'm sorry, to the left. See if that heel is back there somewhere. And then just drop that knee down so our legs are basically crossed. Ankles are wide, leaving the hands where they are. Sink back, opening the back side of the body. Really letting go, really sitting back. Maybe that front knee rolls off the earth a little, maybe a lot. Whatever your hips allow. And then inhale forward, slowly unravel. Take your nice, well-deserved child's pose. Toes are touching, knees are nice and wide, sitting your hips back. Maybe you stack your hands on your mat and put your forehead down or your forehead directly on the earth. Hands in prayer position behind your head. That's lovely if you like. If your forehead's on the earth, maybe you just gently get that third eye a little massage by rolling your head back and forth just a little. And let's come up and bring the front side of the body down onto the earth. Starting with our Sphinx. So our elbows are under our shoulders. And if you're a little too wide and you can't get the palm of your hand with your elbow, that's your indication of getting your elbows right under your shoulders. You don't get quite as much extension here. See how much higher I go when the elbows are under. So close is nice. Get you a little more regal looking. Pulling the chest forward, elbows back, isometrically, nice and high. Let's see if we can look up over our right shoulder. Staying nice and high, chin up to the center. Chin up nice and high to the right again. One more time to the left. And back to center, sliding down. Our hands come under our shoulders, elbows close to the rib cage. Inhale the chin and chest up. Our little baby cobra. Little baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, chin and chest up. Elbows are nice and close in. Exhale down. Let's try it a third time and see if you can take your hands off the earth. If not, leave your hands down. I'm going to keep building. So if you want to take away, feet up maybe for scorpion. Or drop your feet, drop your hands, whatever you need. I'm going to keep building. If you want to follow me, strengthening the back shoulder blades together. Try and get those thumbs to touch each other if your hands are flying. If not, your hands are on the earth. Or you drop your legs if it's too much. We're laying on our lungs, basically, our diaphragm. So not much air. Grab what you can. Concentrate. Beautiful. Well done, guys. Hands forward. Beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, you guys. Hands under the shoulder, legs down. Gently give yourself that well-deserved child's pose. Pull the belly in and make it really, really round, like arch your back like a cat before you sit your heels back. And drink it in. That was great work, you guys. Strengthening the backside of the body. And from here, walk your hands back towards your body. Come sitting up on our heels. Actually, we're going to come up to standing on our knees for camel posture. So your knees are under your hips. Hips are always forward. We'll start with, again, there's levels here. So start with your hands in your pants pockets, elbows together, shoulder blades together, pelvis forward, chest high and up. So we're shooting up, not just a bend back, but up. Bring that heart light up to the sky. Head is back if your neck can handle it. Chin high, throat chakra open, the visceral side of the body, very vulnerable here. Shoulder blades together, elbows close together, pushing the pelvis forward. And gently release your hands, sitting back. Take a small little dip. We'll come into a second round. Back up onto the knees. You want to continue what we just did. Otherwise, the next level is reaching one ankle and reaching up, or the other. Maybe you play with that. It's a nice little twist. And maybe at some point, both hands go back, pelvis forward. There's no prize for any of this. It's just got to feel good for your body. It's your yoga. Maybe your hands are still on your low back in your pants pockets. If it's a new posture or your body just isn't thrilled about this one, that's okay. The further extension is tops of the feet down even. If that's in your practice or you've got that space, chest high. And then releasing slowly, your hands up to your waist if they're not already. Slowly come forward. Take that child's pose, reaching your arms long forward, a big long stretch. That's wonderful. Walking your hands back. Let's come on to all fours a little bit again, like tabletop. Not everyone loves this one, but I think it's great to stretch your wrists, turning your fingers out and back. This is where I get smiles and grimaces all together. Knees are under the hips. This is your anti-love. This is your like, none of that. We're trying to anti-point here. We're anti-grabbing our device. Drawing your hips back a little bit to your ankles. It's very real for most everybody. And maybe you bring your weight a little bit to the left or the right, whatever. Very slowly, we want to respect and mind. Small, small movement. Let's all turn our toes under. Oh, you're like, oh, that part of the body. It's still back there. Sitting back and release. Hands up. Sitting back on your heels. Backs of the fingertips, backs of the palms. For a begging puppy. There we are. Let's interlace our fingers. Pull. Which hand is doing the work? Think about it. It's your hand. Which hand's pulling and pushing? Switch. Pull and push with the other hand. Yeah? Did it work? Shoulders? Maybe not. Reaching up. And down the heart line. Let's come to standing. We'll see how the trees are today, the trees in the forest. So remember, once again, we got the two parts of the body for the tree. We've got our legs, small, medium, large. And we got our hands. Center of gravity is the easiest. Growing branches gets more difficult. Closing your eyes is the ultimate. If you can do that, good luck, right? Hands behind your head. There's so many options. So start with what you want to work. Maybe you want to work your balance more and you're working on a leg position to go one step higher than you're used to. So it's never on the knee, but the arch of your foot tucks nicely in the calf there, or it's above the knee. So if you're somewhere between the two, always stay below the knee until you have the full above the knee. You don't want to push your knee out to the side. So center of gravity is the easiest spot for your hands here if you're working on balance. That's your prayer position or hips. If you're thrill seeking and you want to see about growing branches, dropping the shoulders back, chest open. It helps to find a drishti point. That's a non-moving focal point in front of you. You stare at that so you can concentrate on what's happening inside and where your weight is. You guys are great. Nice forest today. Hands to the hips, everybody. Bring that knee forward. We're going to try and keep building. You got that? Can you slide your hand down and grab your ankle like we did earlier? Or you stay that way. We're going to go into dancer's pose, or you just hold your leg up or your knee up and go to the side. If you know your dancer's pose, you slide your hand down, grab the ankle, plant the shoulder, reach up, tip back while you kick, tip forward while you kick back. If dancer's pose is not in your practice, you can just open your hip to the side. This is your chance to play with your balance. And when you're ready to come standing up and release, we'll try it all on the other side. You know, when you're standing against your countertop, heating something up somewhere, you can do all this stuff. So then you come to class, you're like, look how far I've come. I mean, you're doing it for yourself, but it's nice. So find your kickstand on the other side, planting that long root into the earth. Maybe you just come to the calf. Wherever you are, keeping the legs a little bit easier, but going crazy with the arms. There's all these combinations happening. If you're, no matter what you're doing, we're always pulling that knee open, peeling open the pelvis. Beautiful, everybody. You got your brains out of the way on this side. Let's bring our knee forward. Again, so if you're going into dancer's pose, you plant your knees, find that balance, and when you're ready to reach up and tip forward and kick back. Otherwise, maybe you're just pulling your knee to the side, dropping that opposite shoulder back. And when you're ready, no matter where you are, you come out gently, hands down the prayer position. Beautiful. Let's try and ski one more time. Knees are bent. A little more challenging with your feet together. If you want to try that, you know, that's slaloming, I guess. I've not skied that much. Or your feet are into your hips. Heels are kicked out. Let's see what this is like. Can you drop your right hand back and left hand forward and turn to the side? Look back. Knees are nice and bent. Try to keep your weight even. Did you shift your weight? Swinging the right hand forward, looking forward. Let's try the other way. Left hand forward, hands back. Can you come up on your toes even just a little bit? Ooh, shaking is exciting here. Heels down. Now you know what it feels like. Try it again. Maybe you stand up with your heels off a little bit. Whoa, hands down the heart line. Beautiful concentration, you guys. Excellent. Let's find our way to our backs. You've been waiting for that, right? Let's lay down. Good work, everybody. Very, very nice. So all the way down on your backs, legs extended out. Let's just make a big, long stretch. Arms up over the head. Long, long stretch. Point your toes. Shimmy one side, then the other. And then let's pull the knees into the chest. One hand on each kneecap. And make your circles. Let your low back touch the earth. Circle the way you like. Both knees together, or you separate the knees. But don't forget to circle the other way. Unwind it all. Let's put the left foot on the floor, on the ground, right ankle over the knee. That same number 4 that we created earlier, we'll go into a reclining pigeon here. So lean, stretching your arms way up over the head and reach between. The right hand goes in that little triangle you made. You grab the shin or the calf. I mean the thigh or the shin, whichever works for you. Shoulder and heads go back down on the earth. And you push that right knee away. Left foot is just dangling there. So the left side is really just kind of soft. As you try and draw your hips down, draw your tailbone down to the mat. And release and let go something. See what's keeping you from being more flexible. Is there a muscle that you can encourage to let go? If you straighten that left leg, if you like, it's up to you. You can fish hook the big toes up there. You can grab your hands behind your calf, maybe. Couple more breaths. So let's bend that left knee if your foot is up. Plant the left foot on the earth. Cross your right leg even over further. So you're sliding your right leg all the way across. Drop or your arms out to the side like a T, and then drop your knees off to the right. And turn your head to the left to get your cerebral spine involved. Very nice. If you want to take that right hand and bring it up on the inside of that knee, maybe. And this is your chance to unwind and relax. So just settle in and just make it easy. Let's swing your knees back up to the sky. We'll try the other side. So our right foot is planted. The left ankle crosses over. Reaching between that triangle. Grab your back of your leg or the shin. That left foot is flexed. Dropping the shoulders and head down. So the back side of the body is on the earth. The right leg is, unless you're shooting it up to the sky, just let that right ankle drop. Right foot is soft. If you're shooting the leg up to the sky, then it's more active. Yogi's choice. Whatever feels good. Can you try and tuck your tailbone and your hips to the earth? That counterbalance, pushing your hips down at the same time. Couple more deep breaths. Maybe you even give a couple of audible sighs when you exhale. Let's drop that right foot onto the earth. Cross that left leg over even further. Drop the knees now together off to the left. Right arm out to the side like a T. Maybe that left hand is on your knee to help you twist deeper. Maybe that left hand is just out like a T. Whatever feels good. Chin to the right. We're just trying to get as deep as possible, get into a corner or crevice to unwind. When you're ready to bring your knees up to the sky, untwist your legs. Let's plant our feet for a bridge. One last extension of the front, or a flexation of the spine, and opening the front side of the body. So our hands are on the earth, palms down, arms are engaged, pushing the arms and forearms and palms into the earth, pushing the feet into the earth. Let's raise our hips up. Nice and high, opening that front side of the body. One last engagement on the front side before we stop telling our muscles what to do. Rolling down your back one vertebrae at a time. Tuck your tail to get the low spine, and then let your tail go. One more time, inhale up, pushing the earth away with your arms. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back and walk your shoulders together. Hips nice and high. Whatever is good for you. You don't need to clasp your hands if you don't like to or don't want to. It's up to you. And if you do have your hands clasped, let's let go and walk our shoulders wide again, and then roll the back down one vertebrae at a time. Once your seat is on the earth, pull the knees into the chest. Curl up nice and small, chin up nice and tight. And release on your full extension for Shavasana. Legs are laying out long, arms are at the side. Your palms are up. And feel free to take up some space with your hands. The wider the further the backs of your hands are away from your body, the more your shoulder blades will lay back flat. Give that a try. Slide your hands close to your hips. Picture your mind's eye, your shoulder blades, and then slide your hands away from you and see what happens with your shoulders. The further you are, the shoulders relax a little more naturally. You can let go a little bit more. Your chest and heart is open. So here's your chance to absorb the light, the heat of the sun. It's also your chance to give some of the light from your heart. Relax your forehead, your lips, your throat, your chest is soft. Feel the warmth on your face, on your body. Belly is soft. Just sink in for a few minutes. you take your last few moments of Shavasana, let the sun wash over you. The natural light, the beauty of the sun helps nourish the earth and all the plantings of seedlings that you're going to plant here for solstice, for the coming season. Wiggle your thumbs and fingers together, circle the wrists and ankles, wiggle your toes. Just come back into the space. Be more conscious of your breath now, breathing deeply and more naturally. Turning maybe the head side to side. We begin to start engaging our muscles again after Shavasana, where we are not commanding them to do anything. Let's take our arms up over our head on a big, long stretch, pointing the toes, stretching one side and the other. At some point, pull your knees into your chest when you feel satisfied with that. Pulling the knees into the chest and rolling off to the left side. The left side being the feminine side, the cool, to honor this cool season. And when you're ready to push yourself up to a seated position, gently on the earth, sitting up straight, shoulders down your back, hands up and open in a receiving position, just closing your eyes gently, feeling the sun on your backs, on your tops of your heads. And now is when your advanced practice begins, when you leave your space, you leave your class, your studio, the community we created here, the unity we created here. And you practice your flexibility and strength and balance in your daily life. And in honor of the theme today of light and love, I'll close with something I often close with since we're outdoors as well. And the sun never said to the earth, "You owe me." Think of what can be done with a love like that. It can light up the entire sky. So let's see if your love light can light up the entire sky in your world, in your community. Thank you for joining today, everybody. Let's bring our hands up over our head, looking up. Hands in prayer position, bringing the hands to your forehead. May you always know your truth. Hands at your throat chakra. May you always speak your truth. Hands at your heart chakra. May you always live your truth. Namaste.